There's a point in everyone's life where they save up their hard-earned cash to buy either something that will change their life for one way or another. After looking through the Facebook Marketplace for the motorbike that best fitted everything I wanted to do with it, I found this bargain of a deal, which now is my daily driver. This was the hectic process I had to go through to get it road registered and get my license in less than 2 weeks.
The end of the road. If you're still here, then fucking hell, we're approaching it. I appreciate it. Much love, always. 2017.
To start the adventure off, Dad and I travelled to Sydney with a home-built dirt bike rack with no idea about the weight capacity or last time it was used, or if it was even going to make the entire trip. We left heading to the outskirts of Sydney, hoping to not get caught by peak hour traffic and other incoming incidences that were happening on the motorway. Luckily for us, we had a smooth sailing trip the entire way. Before leaving, I knew that the bike was going to need some work to get it running and back on the road. So we decided to go and head to get the parts first, and then to get the bike.
Drama like it's Corey and my family's worried. My mind's in a dangerous territory, but I'm still here. Yeah, wounded but I'm walking. But to be honest with you, this past year I ain't done that much talking, and the things that
When I first saw the bike, I was taken back by the endless possibilities that could and would about to happen.
yeah, I'm starting it. This is the plan and I will make it. This is a promise to myself.
This would be the first time realising I've actually bought a bike, and this was actually happening.
That you make up and put it in that work. I think you get the gist. You've been up since this morning. I've been up since 96. To all my ones up there.
All of this would have to wait until the next day, as it had been a very long trip to Sydney and back. Once we got the bike off the car, I was fully able to look over the bike and understand what needed to be done to the bike so it would be able to get on the road and registered again. First I started with replacing the dead battery and giving it a service. And then I was planning to fix the wiring, as the rear lights currently weren't working. After replacing the battery, the first chance I got to turn the bike on, I took it, because I was keen to hear the bike run under its own power. After hearing the bike run for the first time, I was given extra motivation to get the bike legal and running as soon as possible. I started on the wiring as it was a mess in the tidy tail, so I opened it up to find there was cables just chilling by themselves, not wired to anything. So I started playing around, trying to understand what the original owner did to the bike, and I soon found out that that was not a great idea, which led me to blowing one of the fuses and ending the work for the day.
Just picked up some parts and we're gonna put them on. Gotta replace this, gotta replace that, and these ones that are down here, do the same on the other side, and she'll be right. So just get a new one of that, all that, so we're still riding with old fenders.
It was a new day, a new motivation. I had mission to install the new indicators I had just bought and fix the problems I was from the previous day. It was going to be a tough day, but eventually it should all be done. I just picked up these tinted indicators, not knowing anything about the condition they were in. I decided to plug them in and see how they turned out to be.
There we go.
Whatever it is, put it in and then it gets huge. I've got a feeling left don't have
You got that one?
Gotta be that way to me.
What do we not? Oh, because
But I will clean up one thing. I've got all that time. Never gonna feel no other kind of.
We'll be right back.
So now, gotta take these bad boys off. Yep. Place both sides because I'm both. So, we go here. Undo. In the bin. There we go. Grab this one. Stick that one in. Unhook. Stick it there. And like that. Oh, beautiful. And then invert it. Stick it back on. Oh, look at that. Like you bought one. Oh, she's bought one. Happy days. Stick it on and give it a test. Put the back pedal on. So that's what needs to happen. Alright, so something in here. Between there. Let's sit there. That's got to hook in. All this has to come off. 2, 3, 4 bolts have to come off. Sweet. One bolt. 2 bolt. So we're gonna need that bolt. Just attach the screw and all these springs. And I think that's about right. So that's good distance to that. It's not coming off there. So we go tighten this bad boy back up. That's tightened. That still works. That works. Still goes on there.
I'm sorry that I tried to be myself. I know that I'm sick, I really need some help. I've been trying to get a job, but it didn't work out. I've been feeling like a bitch, you know that I'm fucking down. I'm sorry that I tried to be myself. I know that I'm sick, I really need some help. I've been trying to get a job, but it didn't work out. I've been feeling like a bitch, you know that I'm fucking. I'm sorry that I tried to be myself. I know that I'm sick, I really need some help. I've been trying to get a job, but it didn't work out. I've been feeling like a bitch, you know that I'm fucking down. I'm sorry that I tried to be myself. I know that I'm sick, I really need some help. I've been trying to get a job, but it didn't work out.
Alright.
Feeling like a bitch, you know that I'm
Someone.
After putting the mirrors back on and finishing up for the day, the next day I decided to call up a mechanic around Newcastle, ask if they had any availabilities that day to check out the bike so I could get a blue slip and safety slipped, and turns out I got one. So the mission was to get it prepared for the safety check. I headed to the mechanic, not realizing that I needed to get a blue slip, not a safety check. And so he sent me home with all these things that I now didn't realize I had to do with the bike. I now had to change the exhaust because that was not allowed in the lands, and remove all the modifications that had happened. After a long time, a long while of process last night, we've managed to fire them both at the same time. I'll forget this side as well. Alright, so we managed to rewire all this. All this works. We got a plate that we put on there. So now we're just gonna put the bike all back together now and then get some mince shots. Unfortunately, the bike didn't make it much past these photos and videos, as there was a little accident after these photos that were taken. And so the bike needs a little bit more work, but the bike will be built better, stronger, and looking more deadly. But that will be the next great adventure.